Hey, what's up traders? Welcome to Forex Gym. My name is George and this is weekly Forex analysis from 16th to 20th of March 2020. In this video today I'm going to be analyzing 5 currency pairs, which are US dollar against Canadian dollar, euro against US dollar, British pounds against US dollar, euro against Australian dollar, and lastly we got Canadian dollar against Japanese yen. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'm making regular content about trading. Starting with the US dollar against Canadian dollar, this is a monthly chart and we can analyze what is happened this past time. So the price came up, took out this high, and it tested these highs here. So it took out this spike high, and also it did not quite manage to take out this high. It got very pretty much the parallel at the same level as this high, and it started retracing. It was also very close to the round number, which is at 1.4 thousand. It got about 6 pips close, and then it started retracing down. So the way it looks now, the price might want to come up and test this high here, and have a look at what level is that. This level is at 140.25 level, so that will be the optimal target, so to speak. Let's go to a shorter time frame, and I'm looking at for the price to come down to these highs here at weekly highs, which is at 137.10, around 137.10-15 zone. So it's these highs, but we don't want it to retrace further down than that, because the way this weekly candle is closed here, it does not really show much of a bullish strength. So it showed that bullish strength. It went spike up here, but then it went all the way down and closed this halfway. Of course we have Sunday as well, but this is only for Sunday session. It doesn't normally covers that much ground. So for now we want to price to retrace at the very maximum down here, and we're gonna use the daily time frame to get onto the long side. So the price will be around down at 37.10-15 zone, so around here. So we use the shorter time frames to get onto the long side. For the stop loss wise, you might want to give it extra room, so at the very minimum 50 pips, but it will require more than that. Might be about 70 to 80 pips at the very minimum. But for the target, we will be targeting for these highs here, which is at 140.25 zone, which is pretty decent. And we continue with the euro against US dollar. Starting here with the monthly chart, we can see the price came up to these strong resistance where this horizontal line is. It tested it and then retraced. If we go to a weekly chart now, the price came up, as we can see that it showed for the last week it has this nice strong bullish bar, but then it gave all back. Pretty much it's nothing left. It gave all back for this week. So this is a bit undecided now. It can go either way. So for now I'm inclining more to the short side, but I need to wait for a bit more confirmation. So let's see what it's gonna do in the next when the market opens first, because it might have a gap, and how the price is gonna behave. I'm waiting for this to come down. If it breaks this low and comes down probably around this level, then I will be looking to, okay, then I will be more confident that the price wants to go lower. So we're looking for around this zone, which is at 110.10 around here. And if we go to the daily time frames, so it is around the same level as this one. Oops. So around the same level as this one, 110.10, which you got multiple lows down here. So it's a lot of highs and lows. It's good cluster. It already tried to break it. It tested already 2 times, so it came very close to it. You get this candle here, which was Thursday's candle, and we have this Friday's candle, but it's both ways it's failed for now. So see what's gonna happen for the next week and how the market's gonna open, because it might get like this was the last week. On the last weekend it gapped for the around 100 pips. So what I'm waiting for the price to do, if the price comes down here, what the zone we said at 110.10, which is around that zone, and close it, so it does not, if it comes down here and then it retraces and closes, let's say like this, then that's not good. But if it closes nicely, the shows some strength. If it's just a bit over weak, that's absolutely fine, but it has to close just around the same level, and then I'm gonna be waiting for this one to retrace up. So around these levels where you got these highs, we have a lot of cluster here, so that will be a good place to go to the short side. That is around these 110.75 zone, around that area, or 110.80. Then I will be looking to go to the short sides for that one, and the target is at least very minimum will be down here at 107.90 zone, but you can also run it further down. There's multiple lows, but as of the first targets will be certainly down to here at 107.90 zone. And next currency is British pounds against US dollar, or cable. This is a monthly chart, and we can see that the currency is flying just one way. It came down to these the monthly lows here, so it's testing it, but it looks very strong towards downside. If you have a look at the weekly chart, we can see this nice bearish candle. It looks very nice and strong. So I think it's definitely gonna start have a follow through towards down to possibly even these lows. So let's have a look at the daily time frame. I do want to see this currency to retrace. I do like getting onto the retracement. I don't like just jumping into the trade. So I will be waiting for this to retrace a bit. The question is where it will retrace, because I see quite a bit of places that you can get on. The first will be this one, but that is a bit too close. So for this one, my first attempt gonna be here at 24. It was about 24.10, around that zone. We can see got this low here. You got see this spike, these spikes. No, not these spikes. So this low here, you got this low here, and you got this spike. So these three levels, which is good, but the price it might not even get up to there, because it looks so strong towards downside. The price might just have a bit of retracement and then it's starting flying down again. So it's up to you if you want to try and get into maybe up to this highs, which is, I think, is too close, but it can easily happen that price can come out, test these highs here, and then it starts flying down again. I'm personally gonna observe how the candles come up and how strong it looks like towards upside. So if it comes up very weak, then I will be looking to get onto that level here. Was it this one? No, this level here. Then I will be looking to get onto the short side, but if it comes up and shows a bit more strength, then it will be okay. This price wants to go a bit higher. But for the profit, the take profit is decent. You can run it down to, let's have a look at the higher time frames. Yeah, we'll be looking to go down to at 120, 50, 120, 30 zone. Let's have a look at the monthly, that make sure we got it right. So it will be 120. Actually, you can go lower, because we get this we have these spikes down here, so price even wants to come down and take out. So if there's any orders there, it's gonna suck all the orders in. We continue with the euro against Australian dollar, starting with the monthly chart, and we see that this currency looks very nice and strong. If we drill down to the weekly time frame, the price was down here at the beginning of the week. It was around down here at 74.30, I believe, that zone, but then it managed to go all the way back, almost all the way back up, and recovered most of the ground. So what we're waiting for this one, I'm closely observing this currency, because once you get onto the trade and you get that one right, you can get so much pips out of it, and the pips equates the money. So I'm waiting for this currency to come down. If we look at the monthly chart, to retrace bit down to where these lows are. I got the horizontal line, which is that 177.20 zone, which comes down to this open and closes down here. There's a lot of cluster. You got these highs as well, very close. So I'm waiting for this currency to come down here on the weekly chart. We got here. Let's look at the daily chart. So on the daily chart, will be down to this level, which pretty much will be cover this candle, but it won't look as good on the daily time frame. But if we look at the higher time frame, that it will be fine. That will be only just about quarter of this candle, which is fine for the long term. And as of the targets will be high up here at 186.50, around 186.50. We got these highs here, so that will be the good area to target, which is a lot of price action going on here, so that will be a good area to target. So we'll be looking around 500 to 600 pips, even more. So if we manage to get onto here, for the stop loss, as of the stop loss are concerned, you might need to give this one a big room to breathe. So 77.20, we will be looking at down to here. It will be around 120 pip stop for this one, but don't forget that if you risk 120 pips and you make about 600 pips, that's definitely worth it. Lastly, we got Canadian dollar against Japanese yen. We're starting with a monthly chart again. So the price came down to, price came down, took out this low and this low down here, and then we can see that since then it's retracing up. It nearly covered most of the ground and left this candle. Looks pretty ugly now and has this long wick, but this is a monthly chart, and this candle is not closed yet, and it won't be closed another 2 weeks, and a lot of things can happen in 2 weeks. The price can come all the way down and even close down here, which I mentioned that this similar situation, what was the euro against Australian dollar on the weekly chart, the price looked pretty much the same, but then as we saw the price came up and closed nice bullish candle on the Aussie Australian dollar. So we might do exactly the same thing in here as well. So let's go to the shorter time frame on the weekly chart, so we can see that the price is retracing now, and I'm definitely expecting this one to have more downside. But before it does that, I'm hoping that the price come up at least down up here, which is at 79, 79.40, about 79.40 zone. We got these highs here, we got this one, and we got these lows and a spike low here. So it looks like a good resistance zone to get onto the short side. You'll be looking for around, as of the pip, not the pip range, but the stop loss wise, you might be looking to 79.40. You might be looking around 60 to 80 pips, around 60 to 80 pips stop loss. But for the targets, let's go to the monthly chart. Because the price came down and took out, so it took out these lows here, this pen. So it took out these lows here, and I had a strong reaction, but it did not quite get down here. It attempted it, but it did not quite get there. So price will want to come down to at least to test this 73.30 zone, 73.30 zone, and might even want to come down and take out this spike low down here. So as of the profit wise, is pretty decent. Will be around 500, roughly about 400-500 pips. You will be looking at 400-500 pips. Thank you guys for watching. This was weekly forex analysis from 16th to 20th of March 2020. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm making regular content about trading. Also, if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments below, or you can reach me with my social media accounts, which the link's gonna be in the description. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys in the next video.